Wyatt, you like cookies, I take it? Or just the Cookie Monster? Oh, just the Cookie Monster. Okay. Oh, Isis, thank you for your vote of confidence. I will play the next one. No, it's not Barney. Hang on, I gotta find it. This one's only 2.5 minutes long.
Frog eggs, Baby Yoda likes frog eggs. Yeah, I'm gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. Gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. My dad Mando has my back, blaster hip attached. Suit is shiny silver, got the jetpack silver to match. Riding on a blur, God, you whip your TIE fighter. I've been around the galaxy, you ain't been up off that Death Star now. I'm giddy and can't catch me running. No, we can't do nothing. I'm giddy and can't catch me running. No, we can't do nothing. Riding on the Razor Crest, eggs all in my belly. Killed the frog with babies, you can go and ask her. My life sometimes in danger, Baby Yoda too strong. Got jetted ropes from Gucci, can't stop flamethrowers with my booty. I'm giddy and can't catch me running. No, we can't do nothing. I'm giddy and can't catch me running. No, we can't do nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. Gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. Helmet on Cantina, Dondad sticking bounties is killer. Collecting a lot of Imperial credits for some more Beskar. Baby, you just gotta have it, using the Force and riding speeders. Cruising through the desert in my hovering baby stroller. Got no gun, yeah, I don't need that. I'm like a baby cat, so I chill, relax. Wish I could freely walk off the ship without permission from my dad. I'm gonna fly to Mando lets me out. I'm gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. Gonna fly in the ship to Tatooine. Gonna fly till Mando lets me out. Frog eggs, Baby Yoda.
All right. What do you think? Weird? Anybody having any problems with any of their classes or assignments? Thank you, Isis. Something different just to pull us all together, huh? Looks like everybody's in pretty decent shape. I think some of my 7th graders have been in on my chat and have heard, but some of the rest of you might not know. So if my phone rings during this meeting, I'm probably going to have to take it real quick. You guys know my grandson, Christopher. I've talked about him quite a bit. Sunday afternoon, he was riding his go-kart in the yard, and he spun around to go around a curve, and he was going too fast, and he put his arm out to stop himself and flipped it over and broke his arm. So he broke his arm and his elbow. They think he broke his hand too, but he has so much gravel ground into the palm of his hand that they really can't do anything about it until they get the gravel out. So we've been working on that for the last couple of days. Mr. Lawrence, he had an appointment at 9:30 this morning, so he is there now with the orthopedic surgeon, hoping that he does not have to have surgery on his elbow, because this is the break in the exact same spot that he broke it last May. So it has been less than a year And he was born a preemie, so he already has like issues with strong bones and stuff like that. So we're hoping that maybe they can just get it cleaned up and put a cast on it for the broken elbow, and that he will not have to have surgery. So if the phone rings and I have to take it real quick, that's probably what it's going to be about. I would say this week, the biggest thing that I am seeing from some of you. Oh my gosh, Wyatt. Fell through a chair and split your head open? Yikes. How many stitches did that take? Head injuries bleed a lot too. Ooh, they bleed a lot. No, Brooke, I didn't make it on my walk yesterday. We spent about an hour fighting with Christopher trying to get him to put his hand in the water to try to get more of the gravel out of his hand. But thank you for asking. I would say that the one thing I'm seeing the most with those of you is I'm getting a lot of, just when you're doing your assignments, particularly the lab reports, you have to pull up the lab report and you have to save it as a PDF file. Then pull up the PDF file to type in your responses, save it, and then resubmit it to me with your name on it. Some of you are pulling it up, starting to type right away and trying to submit it that way, and it's not saving any of your answers or any of your work, and what you're sending to me is just the blank worksheet. So make sure that when you pull up those assignments, save it. For example, I might say Lawrence-lab report, save it that way, then go back into Lawrence-lab report. That's where you start typing in your responses. Save it again. Sometimes it automatically saves depending on what system you're using. And then you can submit it that way. So, man, you guys are all having issues, huh? Rip the cookie jar down from the counter and split your head open. Oh, yuck. I says you hit your head on the table and cracked your head open. Brooke, the doctor seriously dressed up like Elmo so that you could get the staples in your head? What hospital did you go to? That's like the coolest one ever. Man, I bet if they dressed up like, let's see, who's Christopher like? Mario. They dressed up like Mario. Oh, Wyatt, yeah. Well, we told Christopher, because he's broke his collarbone, he's broke his wrist, he broke his elbow. Now he's broke his elbow again. He's only 6 years old. So Mr. Lawrence and I told him, between us, we are 112 years alive, between Mr. Lawrence and I, and you were only 6 years alive, and you have had more cast than Papa and I have had in our entire lifetime together. So he thought that was funny until he realized that he's been hurt a lot. So, but. Oh, Isabel, you haven't broke any bones? I haven't broken any. Well, I broke a finger, I think. Smashed it with a hammer, but that's nothing major. No real broken bones. Well, that's not true. I broke my knee. Yeah, broke my knee. So most of you that are online, with the exception of a few of you, and I've already talked to those of you, most of you that are online with me today are caught up with your classes. A few of you that are here are a little bit behind, and we've already spoke, so we know what we are working on. Isis, it was great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Take care of yourself, honey. So don't let yourselves fall too far behind, because it is really hard to try to catch up if you fall too far behind. So make sure that you're up to date. Now, the end of the semester is going to be the end of March. So when you pull up your reports and you're looking at them, by the end of March, you should be approximately 50% done. Right now, I think that most of the completed percent that it's asking for is about 38%. Spring break, Brooke, starts on April 2nd, and we go until the 12th. And then the last day of school is June 15th or June 16th. I think it's the 15th. But we may have to make the deadline for your assignments earlier than that, because I'm not sure what my date will be for putting in the report card grades. So it is possible that your report card grades, or that the end of the school year, that all of your assignments might have to be submitted prior to the 15th, with the 15th being the last day of school. Then we probably are going to have to think about making that deadline for the assignments to be turned in prior to that. Yes, spring break is April 2nd through the 12th. You do not have to work during that time. You will not have any assignments assigned during that time. Should be able to, keep up with not any issues during that time. If you're behind, that would be a great opportunity for you to catch up with your assignments. Malene, that's okay. Glad you could make it with us. So you can put in the chats a 1 or a 2. Would you rather, choice 1, be a leprechaun, or choice 2, catch a leprechaun? Be a leprechaun, catch a leprechaun. 3? Wyatt, you don't want either one? Landon wants 3 and Wyatt wanted 3. Katie doesn't want any part of it. Blake, what is 3 supposed to mean? You can unmute if you want. 3 means neither, you think? All right, here's your next one. Would you rather, 1, find a pot of gold, or 2, find a 4-leaf clover that really did bring good luck? Katie, can you tell me why none? Yep, Damari, that's true. Yeah, 2, because that's not just good luck for a pot of gold. That could be good luck for a good job, or new car, or mansion for a house, or something. Would you rather have to speak with an Irish accent for 3 days, or have to sing everything you say to the tune of "I'm looking over my 4-leaf clover that I never saw before"? If you're choosing 2, I would say that you probably like singing. Of course, you have to have a better voice than me, because I have a terrible voice. Here's a good one. This will be our last one. Would you rather have to wear a leprechaun costume every day for a week after St. Patrick's Day, or every time you enter a room have to do a little Irish dance in the doorway and loudly say "top of the morning to you" for a week after St. Patrick's Day? That one's kind of a split one. You'd have to wear the costume, or you have to say "top of the morning" every time you enter a room. Lots of zeros. Man, some of you are party poopers. No, apparently I'm boring some of you guys with a lot of the zeros. All right. Well, that is the last thing that I had to discuss. Anybody have anything that you would like to share? All right, that's all I have. If you don't have anything else, Wyatt, go get yourself something to eat. And you are free to go. Malene, we were talking about how to upload assignments because some of our friends are